Xin chào. All right, I'm here with Mark, Vung Mark. So how's inflation in Vung Tau? Has rent gone up?
Not as much in Saigon. It's probably gone up maybe about 5%.
So not that much?
Not that much.
You think you'll be able to land in your deal still again with your landlord?
Yeah. There's a lot of places still being advertised down there for anywhere from 8 to 12 million.
So like a decent apartment's what, 250 USD?
I'm talking a house even.
Yeah, house.
Yeah, a house. You can get one in the high-end apartment buildings, but it's still going to be 10 to 12 million.
Yeah.
But you can get a house for the same money.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Wow.
You know.
And he lives like a block to the beach.
A couple blocks to the beach.
Very quick to the beach.
Yeah.
So.
And you know, I probably pay more rent than most of my neighbors do, but my house is almost brand new.
It's brand new. It is brand new.
Yeah, it is. So it's still real reasonable for most.
Did you get an aircon yet?
Oh yeah, I added the aircon downstairs. My landlord is a cheap bastard. He wouldn't pay for it.
How much was it?
I got a two horsepower unit for 5.5 installed.
That's not bad.
5.5 million installed.
That's not bad.
And it was used.
Yeah.
But I had to have it.
Yeah,
you know,
it gets hot down that bottom part, dude.
I was running the air conditioner upstairs with the door open and the window open in one of the bedrooms.
Yeah,
the one that you had stayed in.
Yeah.
I left that big window open, and then I was running the one downstairs at the same time. I wanted the whole house to be cool.
Yeah.
So I did an experiment to see what it would cost me a month. It was 1.9 million
Jolly.
for the whole month.
Yeah.
And so now I don't do the upstairs one anymore.
Yeah, there's no point.
There's no point, so I just leave the one on downstairs, and I'm waiting to see what my new bill will be. I'm hoping it'll be around 800, 900,000.
So that's the check-in from Vung Tau. We're going to go over Saigon next. Mark, as ever, fantastic to see you.
Hopping back
I'll come down to
van.
Vung Tau soon. We'll hang out.
We'll drive down the normal way, and then we'll take the other way back, and I'll come back with you.
I'll consider that. All right, Mark, good seeing you, brother.
This way, right?
Have a good night. Yeah, that way and then left. Chop. All right. So, smash that bell button. Be a part of the family that gets notified when the video comes out. That's greatly appreciated. Leave a comment if you want to as well. We are going to shoot a video about inflation, and it's finally starting to hit Saigon. So I kind of want to talk about that. Let me get a thumbnail here. Okay. Yeah, you guys are like, why the poses? Well, you know, thumbnails mean everything when it comes to YouTube videos. People are also asking me before we get into the rest of this video why I was in Boivin again when I said I wouldn't go. Well, I was meeting up with a large group of subscribers. 2 of the guys were there on their first day. They wanted to go to Boivin. So guess what we did? We went to Boivin. And as you know on my channel, I film where I'm at. So I filmed Boivin. And there was enough changes and differences to see that Boivin was different. So I thought it made for a pretty enjoyable video. Again, you don't have to watch every video. If you don't want to see Boivin, instead of making some crass, super negative comment like, why are you here again when you said you wouldn't be here? Just don't watch it and watch a different video. It's all good. Like, you don't have to watch every video. Same with the live stream. And anyone that's saying I'm an e-bagger, hey man, I'm not out here streaming for free, you know. It's a business, it's a job. You know, I could be at home next to my wife. So if you're offended by, you know, wanting money to live stream for 4 or 5 hours, I don't know what to tell you. I can't make everybody happy. I'm trying to, you know. So yeah, inflation has finally hit Saigon pretty hard, but only in one aspect really. It's really rental, and it's kind of the more desirable apartment locations are going up in rent. It's not really so much that like low-end stuff is going up, but that's going up too. I've been looking at all kinds of stuff because eventually my lease will be coming out, expired in about 7 months. So I'm starting to try to get an idea of what things are costing and looking at. And I can tell you, like, Golden River is up by like 20% almost. Like, the prices have just skyrocketed in Golden River lately, and in Vinhome Central Park, which I was very surprised to see that. Oops, almost fell and all this electronic stuff. They got another festival here. I don't know what it's for. I'll find and try to see if we can find a sign. But we'll walk over towards the park since we've all seen Windway so many times. Why do I film on Windway? Well, I pick my wife up from work every day, and she happens to work right around here. So this is where we shoot content. And there's almost always an opportunity to meet nice people here. So anyways, back to the topic at hand. So yeah, we're starting to see inflation in housing. Golden River has significantly gone up for furnished, serviced apartments. You know, a 1-bedroom previous to this last month would go anywhere from 12 million unfurnished all the way up to 15, 16 million furnished. And then it goes floor dependent because each floor gets charged a fee to buy higher. That's the way that they sell these units, is each floor, it's super hot out today too, each floor gets charged a bit more as you go up. Like, I went and looked at the Masteries project. They were charging, I want to say, $2,000 each floor you went up. So that's why the upper units rent for more money, because it's a more desirable apartment. One, that the noise is less loud, less chance of having a family, etc., etc. So the same thing's happening in Vinhome Central Park actually too. It seems almost the most desirable apartments in both places are 2 bedrooms, and those used to be anywhere from 16 million to 20 million. And in both places now things are getting crazy. Like a 1-bedroom in Golden River, fully furnished on a desirable floor, is going anywhere from 17 million all the way up to 24 million. I'm seeing 2 bedrooms go anywhere from 20 million on a lower floor, not the greatest of furnishing, all the way up to 26 million, 27 million for a 2-bedroom fully furnished on a higher, more desirable floor. So things are changing quickly for the price of apartments that people actually want to live at. So I found this to be very interesting, that in a short period of time, within 2 months, rent has gone way back up when they still don't offer any kind of proper long-term visa for anyone. You know, it's still just a 30-day e-visa, and that's it. Unless you get a job, and then you can get a TRC. So it's kind of crazy it's going up that high. And you're starting to see pretty high prices in like Vinhome Central premium units too. Like, those are renting out at close to the same prices that I just talked about Vinhome's Golden River. So yeah, rent is starting to go up, and on what cause, I don't know. Like, technically the country's open, but it's still very hard to stay here for a long-term period of time unless you're married or you're going to get a job here. So I don't know if it's warranted that the rent is that high. And the inventory remains pretty high at both places still. Like, they're asking for this. You go, girl. Get it. Skate, skate, skate. Good job. This is the Rooster King over here. We've seen him before. Rooster King. Probably selling this rooster on like Facebook. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Because he's always got a different one. So they're fighting rooster cocks. So the rent is starting to go up. I have not checked District 3, but I suspect District 3 is the same. If any of you guys have recently rented or are trying to rent in any of the locations I'm talking about, please let me know in the comments. And then I have a lot of rental prices from just like random other different areas from people in the Discord, because we've got like 500 people in the Discord, and a lot of them are coming here to move here and are looking at apartments. And the prices that people are getting quoted are really high compared to what it was just 2 or 3 months ago. And then especially super high compared to during COVID, but that's kind of to be expected. But I don't think a 1-bedroom apartment is worth anything over 19 million in Vinhome's Golden River. Same in Vinhome Central Park. There are pros and cons to each one. You know, Central Park I think is more family friendly, while Vinhome's Golden River is more for small, just married couples and singles. In my opinion, it's more orientated towards that kind of lifestyle. Central is definitely more geared towards large families. They got a huge park. They've got a bunch of stuff to do there. So prices are going up quickly. Inflation is happening in the marketplace. The country is open, yes. They have dropped all restrictions, yes, but they still have not introduced any kind of real long-term visa outside of working here and getting a TRC and having your company take care of that stuff for you. So it's something to really think about. And if you're going to try to lock in a place, you're going to want to do it as soon as possible. Excuse me. Now, I want to talk about something else on the back end of this. I would not find an apartment before you have boots on the ground here. You need to go look at it. You need to know that it's working correctly, especially in Golden River. You need to check the aircon's working properly, all this stuff. You don't want to rent on scene without boots on the ground. I don't recommend it as a good idea. There's a guy that was in the Discord, and he's renting an apartment right over here for $650 in like a pretty older Vietnamese building, and it's a studio. So I mean, they're really shooting high for the prices, but I imagine there's still super good deals to be made. Like, if you know how to negotiate, you can probably still get a good deal on that stuff. And the way to negotiate on an apartment here is to be like, offer 2 months down, and then offer to pay 2 months at a time, and then offer to do like a 2-year lease if you know you really like the place. You're going to be more inclined to get a much better deal that way. But as far as like other things with inflation, like food, it hasn't gone up that much. Alcohol has not gone up. Things have not really gone up that much in other areas. It's really rental properties that have gone up pretty high. So you need to get here, find a place and lock her in. And you need to vet everything. You know, I've talked about this before. If you're going to be in a building with a lot of people around you, you want to go visit that apartment at like 6 or 7 and see if there is a neighbor. Calm, come on. And see if there is a loud neighbor above you, or a loud neighbor next to you playing music all the time that's super loud and coming through the walls. I had to get off at a weird floor in my building. 2 days ago, like 2 floors below me, and just in the hallway, like waiting to get on the elevator to go back up to my thing because I forgot something. Crazy loud music out of the hallway. And you better believe you can hear that in your house and shit too. So like, you're gonna hear that everywhere. Here, let me leave this thing. They should have followed me. Now they're stuck back in the middle. Okay, I made it across the street while they got parked in the middle because they didn't follow me. But, you know, we were talking about the pricing of the apartments over here to this D2 bridge. Tomorrow we're going to walk the D2 bridge for a walking vlog, and we're going to time it from how long it takes to walk from these condos over here that rent anywhere from $700 to $800 for a 1-bedroom and up, which is pretty much the same pricing for Golden River and Central Park. And you can see them all in one big photo image. You know, that's Central Park right there, Sunwha Pearl, Golden River, and this Empire City over here. I think this is Empire City. Here, I forgot which one this is. But we're gonna time it how long it takes to walk over that bridge. But that's even high for over in D2, $700-800 for a 1-bedroom. So that's where we're really seeing the inflation, is in the housing market here. It's not really so much in other things like we're seeing in America and other places. Flights have gone up a bit too, and hotels cost more money now. So we're seeing it, but not as hardcore as you would see in, dare I say, other countries. So you gotta really, if I was somebody now and I was here and I wanted to get a new apartment, I would start to worry about locking it down now. I think we're just going to see it go higher and higher and higher. Especially if they bring back some kind of good visa. If they bring that back, that 1-year visa, holy schmolies, it's going to be hot. And don't compare this to other countries. You know, this is its own thing over here. So let it be its own thing. Comparing it to Thailand and Philippines and stuff like that is a bit weird. I wouldn't do that, but that's up to you. Do we have a possible thumbnail here? I always like to get possible thumbnail options. You could see what we got here. We got some photo taking here. Definitely on photo mode on the iPhone. A couple of them. So that's the video. I don't want to fluff it out with like other stuff and other things, but that's what I wanted to cover. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, if you do, hit that bell, join the notification gang. It would be really awesome. If you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. And if you want to hit that like button, smash that like button, y'all. See you on the next one. Stay frosty. Hope this was helpful. Peace out.